talking to us. We don't have no audio going through on that camera setup.
On what?
This camera setup.
Knows.
Like that and making all.
That, so she was probably super pumped. I remember. It was like grandma had like a little kid behind us, and she was watching some video like full blast the whole time right behind you, so that had to have been bothering you.
Yeah, it was annoying me.
I mean, she was a cute kid, though. My wife was like, look how cute that kid is. I said, I don't care how cute she is. Tell her to turn that shit down.
Yeah, but it was kind of awesome because it was like a grandma that was back there because that was the grandkid.
Yeah.
And like she was like doing this scissor and like
Yeah.
getting into
Grandma
all.
was?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude, and she was down with everything.
Scissor me, daddy.
Yeah, like it was like she was getting into everybody's
That's funny.
everything. You could tell they were actual
Yeah.
hardcore
real
fans.
fans.
That's
yeah.
probably what I enjoy, honestly. Even like the freaks and weirdos and all the difference you see, but like people there, they don't care. They're
there because they love
it's
the
not
shit.
100%. Like it's way more your thing.
Yeah.
Like it used to. I used to be big into it, and I enjoy playing the video game, and I watch occasionally. But it's definitely not my.
It's my thing at home. It's like I like it for me at home, but once I get out amongst the people that are into it just as much as me, they're not my like.
Yeah, but you do see some like. I mean, I seen a dude that was up getting like a couple guys that were just like they were just broskies, you know.
But it's way more the other way.
Oh yeah,
Like,
there's
way
a
more
bunch of
weirdos
weirdos.
and
Yeah.
virgin, weird, stinky people.
Oh
than
yeah,
there
buy,
are,
that
like,
buy the
normal people.
$850 replica belts.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I seen
yeah.
one dude buy one. I think that one was like 200 and something.
It's a good looking one.
We bought that for a kid though, for a present that was addicted to it, and then he got out of the wrestling. He was as much into the figures and the belts and like that. And then once he didn't want it more, I'm like, well, hell yeah, I'm gonna keep that $250 freaking belt or whatever it was.
So did he have fun?
Yeah,
it's good to get him out of the house and
and he knew more. He knows a bunch of those guys. He watches more and I think more just like online stuff. He follows a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
So before you even said like when the Briscoe thing came through, he's like, why do they have Jay on there? He's not alive. And and then he was like. I didn't think he knew as much, especially about AEW as he did, but he knew a lot of the guys. Like I don't remember. FTR or whatever came out. I'm like, you know who they are? And he's like, well, yeah, they were on WWE.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
Dad.
Okay, so I'm like, all right, well, so
I had fun, and then I just wish I wouldn't have missed the big show because my wife was going to the bathroom. But
I don't think you could watch it because I don't even think they aired that. Is what's weird. That was like
I think it was pre-show. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well, we should have videoed it, but. That poor guy could barely move around. It was rough to see him move. Even like get in the ring, it was hard to watch.
Did he go up the steps? Did he go over?
He stepped over the ropes.
He did?
Yeah, he
Okay.
did his thing. But when he left, he did the fall down and roll out thing.
Yeah.
But he
he's
looked
been
like
doing that for a long time.
He looked a lot like Andre, toward
Yeah.
the end. He could barely move around, but he still has good enough power that you believe that he could slam, because he did a 2-on-1 match.
Oh, okay.
And they came out talking shit about Wichita, and he's like, name somebody in Wichita that could take us. They were talking shit on the girls, and then they went to the guys. They're like, all bunch of something.
Yeah.
He's like, show me one guy in Wichita.
I did hear that on the way out, and we must have just cleared the thing, and I went further down to get my wife a beer and didn't came back, and then.
Yeah, it's like that's what he said. He's like, show me somebody in Wichita, and then the music started playing.
Oh
and
shit! I've just
then he
missed
came
it.
out. So good times. Yeah, it was a good Saturday together. We had a good time. Came home, went to bed. Man, I was done. So
I think we came home. My wife was pretty shit faced. So
yeah, and I got a text from you, and about an hour later, I'm out. Or that might have been before. I don't remember when.
That was Friday.
Okay, so you got an out, and so.
We didn't make
to follow up. I downloaded the app, but before I could even get it uploaded, we were out of November. So, Gus, I'm sorry. I don't know if you will watch. I think you're a subscriber now. You subscribe on Spotify, on YouTube, and on Facebook. So if you do see this, sorry we're out. We understand it. And I wish I should have signed up for the app and then at least friended you so you could have seen that we were out. Skinman was out before the show was over. He was back there behind the table with little mini Skinman, and he's like, I'm out,
I'm out.
So update on that. What would you give up, or would you give up your health for, like, say, when did Michael J. Fox get into acting?
He was pretty young. I mean, he was on
Growing Pains or one of those. So say 12, 13 to, I don't know when his Parkinson's.
Just say 16. Let's just say
okay,
16.
but his Parkinson's kicked in his 30s.
Yeah, probably before he's on Spin City, I guess.
So 14, 15, 16 years, let's say, a stardom.
15 years of being
and
super
then Bruce
famous.
Willis, on the other hand, he started maybe a little bit later, but still 30-year run in it.
Say, let's just call it 20 years. Would you
give up your later years for the Demi Moore, all the things that he got, all the stardom, all the partying, the Walk of Fame, all of that, but you basically you don't know when.
And
but
you
know
still
in
have the money at the end?
Yeah.
But you would have a hard time
Yeah,
doing
you
it.
get to be, you're Michael J. Fox or you're Bruce Willis. I mean,
the one thing about that,
because everybody always says
your younger self, you would be like, fuck yeah. But as you're older, like when you're in your late 30s like I am and you're in your early 40s, you'd be like,
what's even like, what if they came to you now at 40 and said
next 20 years I could be.
Yeah, say we guarantee you 20 years or somewhere in there.
But you're going to have 10 years of hell or 20 years of hell.
Or however, Bruce Willis, say from now until, because Bruce Willis was 65, 60.
I guess as long.
Actually, he might even be a little older than that.
It'd be a little bit different now just because we're married and have families and stuff, so you wouldn't get that part of it, like the crazy part.
But yeah, you get to do everything with them now. Right now, you get to do,
I guess as long as I got to keep my wife and my kids and everything, I would do it, yeah. If I knew, like.
Now, in 20 years, your wife might kick you to the curb when you can't, but
like
at that point, you got her taken care of and you did your thing.
If I got at 60, what are we going to say? Parkinson's or get like Bruce Willis? I would do it, yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I think the younger me, it would have been harder to convince. You said you think it would be easier.
For me, younger me would have been easy because I would have never. I didn't want to have kids or anything.
See, and I guess
like
it depends
that,
when they came to me because I had kids young. I had that
I
stuff.
don't think it would have got you when you were 16, I guess.
Yeah, possibly. But even that's hard to say. But I think now I'm more like I've kind of got to live a life and do that. Like, and I know for me, particularly because of my health, later 60s is probably going to be pretty rough anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah.
20
years of getting to go to, private islands, not Epstein. You know what I mean?
Well, his is shut down. It's a different one.
But none like that. I'm talking like getting to, like whose island you going to go
Hawaii
vacation.
or whatever the fuck you want.
Well, yeah, but like, I'm going to Bezos Island this week or
Mhm.
whatever. So I can't say that because his is going to be the next kid he want to get busted. But
yeah, he don't need to do that though because he's got a hot chick now.
Oh, who's he with now?
Bezos? I don't know. Some chick that he could have never obtained if he wasn't rich, Well,
let's see if she's on the
Moms of Onlyfans?
Well, that would be awesome too. No, I was looking up like trending news or whatever, and I just started going through it, and I said, Oh, this is the top 100,000 search. Is that? We'll start low.
I have a joke for you real quick while you're doing that.
Okay, what's your
What's
joke?
better than eating a mandarin?
I don't know.
Eating Amanda out.
Eating a mandarin, eating a man out. Okay, I get it.
Yep. It's a dad joke.
Amanda out.
What up, fellas? I like the new angle, Stevie V.
We're trying something different. We're gonna get a better camera for TJ. I have better cameras all around. I just didn't want to give up my phone.
I kind of feel like I should probably sit up because I look small in this camera, like short statured.
I think we looked this. I mean, okay. Well,
like
if that makes you,
and then I feel like I'm
care?
Like, yeah. I mean, I don't want people. I mean, I'm kind of like slumped down here a little bit, so I sit up.
Are you just saying that because I have good posture?
I think my posture probably is pretty shitty.
All right, of the top 18 Google search trends today.
Oh, I know. I'm probably on it. Let's do it.
I want to see what ones.
Skip politics one. Just say politics.
We're going to say them still, but whether you care, whether it would hit your register or not. Elizabeth Hirschhorn.
Nope.
Tustin Hanger Fire.
Nope.
Elijah McClain.
Is that Bruce Willis, the son or something from McLean? Isn't that him?
Nope, that's PBS NewsHour.
Okay,
20,000 plus searches. Trump News Today.
Yes.
Okay. Glenn Maxwell.
No.
Michael Strahan.
Yes. Something about Good Morning America.
People.com, but yeah, it might be something. Okay.
Well, something about how he's not been on Good Morning America for some reason.
Anthony Edwards. Do you
know
who that is?
Basketball player?
Okay, good job.
He's a guard for the T-Wolves.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
You been playing some basketball or?
No, I just know who he is.
There you go.
Wasn't he the number one pick like a few years ago?
I don't know if he was number one. I know he just got a big contract.
He was pretty. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
The Bear.
I know about bears.
Okay.
They smell the menstruations.
They do. They're going to smell the menstruation. Dortmund at Newcastle.
No.
Timberwolves.
Yes. Like the basketball team or
exactly. I don't know. It's
or
just Timberwolves, and it doesn't. Paul Kessler.
Paul Kessler. Sounds familiar.
Jewish man died from head injury falling. I don't know.
Okay.
So apparently maybe he was the homeless guy.
Okay.
I don't think so. Shakarta, Barcelona.
No.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers.
I do know who Aaron Rodgers is.
Would he be on? Would you have searched him for any reason today?
Aaron Rodgers. I did see that there was some sort of hot mic with him talking to somebody from the Chargers on when he says he's going to be back.
Yeah, and he said that was a joke.
I didn't. I
was gonna. Okay, so I was gonna see if you did get that when he.
It's Tuesday, so he was on Pat McAfee today. So who knows what he said?
Yeah,
it's Aaron Rodgers Tuesday.
Basically, what I took of what he said was that he. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Okay.
And then that was
like
a joke.
Playing, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Carson Wentz
just signed with the Rams.
That's kind of funny too because when the draft happened, it was Goff to the Rams and Wentz to did he go to Philly?
Yeah.
They were like 1 and 2 picks.
Okay.
So now Goff just lost his starting job, so maybe he will go back.
Goff.
Not Goff. Sorry,
Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford. No, who did just get? It was Tannehill that got benched. Okay, sorry. They're two white quarterbacks. I get them mixed up.
Okay,
they look the same. Man City. You would search Man City. This is the soccer team.
That's okay. All right. You'd want to live in a Man City.
Yeah, I would. Barcelona.
Something to do with soccer too, I guess.
Ohio election results.
Don't care.
You don't?
No. About Ohio?
Well, is that it's not? It's way too early for primary or for.
Yeah, this is just like mayors and councilmen and shit.
But for you did search elections though, and you voted today.
Yeah,
and that's what's funny. I'm the guy that preaches it and bitches and like.
But literally, it is less than 2 blocks from my house. So I mean.
Well, yeah, and I
work
probably one, and I could have. It was a busy day today, so I normally early vote.
I took Charlie,
and I live in a place where and I know it's horrible to say. But literally, my vote doesn't mean much.
Well, it could have been for a mayor.
Yeah, I don't really want to vote for Wu, and I didn't really want to vote for him. So it was one of those where I think I just felt, and normally I have way more drive. There's some sort of special election or some sort of vote to go, and there just wasn't nothing that
I bet
and
you.
my district wasn't up.
Okay.
So I don't know any city council members. I don't know any school board members, unfortunately. So I would just be voting party lines, and I'm trying not to do that.
So there was Goddard City or school board, whatever.
Okay.
And there was somebody. I'm pretty sure their last name was Glasscock, and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna vote for Glasscock, or
What?
maybe it'd been Babcock. I don't know, something.
Well, that would have
stupid.
been a perfect person to vote for.
Yeah, but
What
I
do you
don't
mean?
trust somebody with a Glasscock. If you want to
Oh.
do the U.S. trends on Twitter, I guarantee you're gonna know more of these.
Okay, let's do that.
Zelda,
Yes, I don't know why, but I would not. It's not something I would have searched today.
but you would know. Kentucky,
I hate them and wouldn't search them, but I do know of the place.
DWTS.
DWTS.
an
Dancing
acronym.
with the Stars.
Yep.
But I would not search it.
Now this one, I don't know what this is.
Actually, I might, like if somebody said so-and-so, like that when that one-leg chick was on, I did search it because, she had one arm, so that wouldn't.
Okay. IUBB.
No, and that would be one of the things I would use as my sex acronym on my application at Chicken Ranch.
Okay. Tom Holland.
Actor, he played Spider-Man, and no, but I probably wouldn't search it, but I think that is my daughter's favorite, and sorry if you're listening and I'm wrong.
Speaking of Spider-Man, I thought about this the other day. So
You think about Spider-Man
I
often?
was just thinking about this.
Okay.
and
Like
it's-
the tights?
it's
Is that
g-
what?
No. It's kind of gross. But
How did
and
you?
it has to do with No Nut November. Don't you think Spider-Man would like
do you think he
his
web
number
loads?
3
You
would
think
be
it-
insane.
do you, compared to who though?
Like normal people.
Why do you say that?
Because he's already shooting stuff out of his body.
Okay.
Wouldn't you think that would be like powerful? Like he get a bitch pregnant across the room.
Didn't he make the web slingers?
A couple of the movies he made him, but some like Tobey Maguire had him coming out of his arms.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I don't know about Tom Holland, but that dork, the second guy, he made him.
Okay, because I
Andrew
thought.
Garfield.
Yeah, and I think in the comic they make him because he just has the climbing ability and all like the super strength. I would wonder if he webs out like when he goes
I
because
don't know.
there's some movie where that's on one of the scary movies when he goes and she sticks all over the ceiling. I would,
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
no,
One of the
like a sex Spider-Man thing.
no, but it's one of the scary movies.
Like if we looked like Pornhub up and looked Spider-Man, I bet you there'd be some kind of crazy.
you know the series Scary Movie, like has
Oh,
like the
yeah.
Wayne brothers.
Yeah.
Well, like one of them's been waiting to nut forever, and like
And
on
shoots
the-
her on the ceiling.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Okay,
like
I remember.
webs are all over.
He
it.
was on Gus's app.
Okay, well, I'm thinking that that's what it would be like.
Okay.
Do you think Superman's would be more powerful? Is what I'm wondering.
I just think it wouldn't be safe.
I think it would blow a hole through you,
Like Teen
but I
Wolf,
think he could control it.
like your Teen Wolf Superman, he's got kids.
Mm-hmm.
So
And he's got a young kid that's got to learn how to control that because one of
yeah,
the kids.
just think he's a teenager. He's like shooting through the fucking wall.
Yeah,
and
you could
stuff
stand
like
for a wall by a wall and get hard and like, boom.
He's
You
like,
make your own. Make
God.
your own.
that. He's like, I've told that boy to stop fucking jerking. He's like, hey, go out in the barn
make
and
your own
jerk off.
glory holes
Yeah.
just by standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he freaking shakes the whole house. He's-
Yeah. God, he's up there jerking off again.
Dum, 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 dum.
What's his name on the show?
Jordan.
Jordan, I said stop jerking off in the house. You want to jerk off, go
Well,
out
and
in
the worst
pasture.
part is they got the super hearing, so like the boy can hear when the mom and him are banging anytime,
Oh, yeah.
and he can hear anytime.
So he's married to Lois in that show, right?
yeah.
And she's not. She's
She's Lois Lane.
No, but wasn't she on Clark? Smallville?
I don't remember.
Isn't the chick from Smallville not Lana, but the other Lois? Isn't she on that? I thought.
I don't know. I don't think
Okay.
so. I think the only one that your girl from Entourage is
Oh.
Lana in that.
What's her name?
I don't know. I can't think of it, but
Fuck, Sloane.
yeah. But what's her real name? I don't know.
Like Emmanuel.
Yeah, but
Chirot.
anyway,
Yeah.
she's
She's Lana.
in
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Lois is somebody I don't. She's been in some stuff, but I don't know who she
Okay.
is. Nobody really in there besides like the dad was in some movies.
Yeah, he was Teen Wolf.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep on with our training. We'll just do
'Kay.
top. NXT.
yeah,
Cashman. It says this is under MLB.
Cashman. He's
Cashman.
GM. I know who he is, but I would not have searched him.
Gabe Cups.
Gay Cups, I would have searched.
Not gay, Gabe, Gabe.
Would not have searched. I'm just telling you what I would have searched. Gay Cups.
Chris
and
Pratt.
what I'm wondering if my search accidentally led to Gabe and that helped that trend. Okay,
Yeah,
Chris Pratt. Know him, would not search him.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how handsome do you think Chris Pratt is?
I like him more in... Fat? Yeah, I like fat Chris Pratt way more when he's banging my girl.
He banged Plaza?
Yeah, they're dating. They're married in Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. Oh, yeah, because he's like hurt. He's like 2 broke legs or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're not...
he fell in where they're going to dig the park at, right?
Yeah.
Or what was it, HOA or something, whatever.
Yeah, they're not... Because
he was drunk
it's the whole... Because he dates another chick in there anyways. But yeah, later on they get married.
The rest of it's kind of bullshit, so I think...
well, keep going.
So that was top 10. Heinz Country.
Nope.
Greg McElroy.
I know who he is. Would not have searched him.
Gandalf.
He's a golfer. Gandalf. That's something to do with...
that's Gandorf. Ganondorf.
No.
Detective Pikachu.
No. I know who Pikachu is, but I don't know who Detective Pikachu is.
Jaden with an I, and that's for the Y part.
I know.
Tingle.
I do search that every single day, yes. But I got but mine's like, I don't know if that is like I got tingle in my hands, my feet.
And then, that's pretty much it.
All right.
That kind of lost
That's
steam.
trending now. So I don't get how something becomes trending, but I guess there's probably news. Chris Pratt is in the news for something. We could search Chris Pratt. If you would have clicked on that, it probably would have told us why he's trending.
Let's see. I could do that. Chris Pratt.
Because that was kind of the point of why I was doing this, to see if it got any stories anything we wanted to talk about came out of it.
He was number 9. Let's see here. Latest. It's stuff about Halloween and God and...
Okay. Well, he's just popular. I don't know if he must be in something. Who knows? All right. You should have said, why is Chris Pratt trending?
Why?
But this led to... So the trending led to basically, kind of span off. I've got a kid looking for a job. You've got a kid looking for a job.
We do have children looking for jobs.
And also, you got to keep your eyes open. Hey, if you're listing job, I don't want a job. I'm just telling you, I like to search. Like for trucks, I know I can't afford one.
Yeah,
I like searching them. I'm always looking. It has nothing to do with ever fulfilling that desire. Also, I look for mail order Russian brides. Honey, I'm never buying one. Just interested to see what's out there. Okay?
Yeah.
I would never want a Russian bride. You'd know I would want an Asian. Oh.
Okay, so it led me to be looking on Craigslist.
Yeah, and I don't know, and when you search jobs all over, you and then it kind of becomes about you, and then it skews into like
other
the community pages.
Yeah, so right here, pulled up, need some help. If anyone can send some on Cash App, we can chat. I can send pics/vids, possibly video chat. We can chat more in the future too. She's mixed. I don't know what that means.
Maybe
female,
mixed emotions.
Mixed emotions. She's female.
Okay.
20s, thick.
So you think like she's needing like some work done around her house?
I don't know.
And why would you send her? So what do you think she's trying to sell?
I don't know what she's trying to sell, but she has all black outfit on with black hair. It's a picture.
Oh, maybe it's like a Halloween thing.
Yeah, like maybe
she sends you scary pictures for money.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe she's spooky.
Can they not just because you can't say I'll F you for money or
because remember back in the day when Backpage was a thing, you could just get on there and
that's why I said there's usually some pretty interesting ones on there. Did you have any others?
Yeah, this person's looking for a job, so maybe we could try it this route.
Okay,
too. Looking for a job starting at $13 an hour ASAP. I will take absolutely any job with immediate hiring. Daily, weekly pay is a plus. I have experience with hotels, retail, mostly, and I worked fast food when I was younger. I have done janitorial work too. I'll take anything. I'm a hard worker, very reliable. I don't call into work. What does that mean? Like I don't call in to come into work? Or
I think it means I don't call in sick, but it is a bad way of saying I don't call into work. I don't come in or call in.
This is a lady. Ready to work and have a resume. 25, female with reliable transportation of my own. I also do HJs for money on the side.
I think you made that part up. You always add something.
I don't think so.
Well, here's what I'm saying. That leads me to an idea. If we could pull together enough of our fans, enough of the people that are giving us money already, maybe take a little bit of our moms of OnlyFans money, pitch that together. Could we hire an assistant for we'll message this person, would you work for 2 hours a week? We need you to switch cameras for us.
Yeah.
We need you to clean up the studio.
Yeah. I got my trash right there.
It'd be nice if, after the show, you just be like, okay, clean up. During the show, she's like running camera stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If
what was that?
I don't know.
Kind of scary.
Windy. Sounds like the wind out there. Skinman needs a drink, or he wants like a
old Hot Pocket.
Yeah, a 9-year-old Hot Pocket out of the freezer.
She fired up in the microwave.
Yeah, she'd go throw that in the microwave and bring it into him, and maybe even cut it up for him or something.
Okay.
So I think we could come up with at least 2 to 3 hours a week.
And what will we pay this person or whatever?
Well, yeah, we'll give them $13 an hour. They've already told us.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're gonna start. We need to find a list of these people, and then we'll start calling them and
they have reliable transportation.
We'll do an interview on the show.
Yeah.
And be like, what's the minimum hours you would work?
Yeah. 2 hours a week.
Well, you ask them, because if we got to come up, like if they say I wouldn't work for no less than 5 hours a week, then we need to raise our asking from our fans. We need to come up with $100 a week to pay for her services.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. And then maybe if they're young, they're good at like social media stuff. We could work that in there too. Yeah,
and then maybe we could work full time. Maybe we could start doing this and helping people get on their feet.
Then instead of me like going like this, like, hey, we're about to get kicked off Twitter because Casey said something rude again.
Well, we'd never get kicked off Twitter, but we would TikTok. That's why I didn't do it this week, man. Fuck them.
Well, we're still banned, right?
I think now we could probably come back because we would be back live now.
Okay, I think we're shadow banned right now on my TikTok.
I boycotted them.
Okay, yeah, they're not going to get us.
No, we're going to get them. You know what? See what your app's like without me watching it, without me posting on it. Yeah, it's going to fall apart.
I'm going to fucking put TikTok
guess what?
on notice.
MySpace pissed me off one time because they censored one of my pictures, and I didn't fucking get onto it for like 3 years. Guess what? Next time I got on it, fucking gone. And I'm pretty sure I had
I deleted my MySpace.
I didn't get on Facebook one time for like a month, and all of a sudden they're like, their stock's down, they're in trouble.
And Mark fucking Zuckerberg like tears his ACL and his knee at the same time.
Yeah, and I'm sure that had something to do with it. So you know what, TikTok, I don't like.
We don't need you.
I don't like China anyway, and I can say that.
Never liked them, really.
I like people from there.
I like
They're
Chinese
fine.
food.
Yeah, I like their food, and the people are okay.
Take them or leave them.
I just don't like China.
Yeah,
I like when Trump says China.
Let's see. Let's look and see where our shoes are from. What kind of shoes you wearing?
I'm wearing Hey Dudes.
Oh, those are probably America. For some reason, Bella's calling me. Should we take this on the air?
Yeah, let's take. Well, mine are made in China. Fuck.
Let's see. This could be important.
Well, you're not linked up to my thing, so we won't hear it. But
hello, it's Bristol. What's up?
We're doing a show.
We're doing a live podcast right now. What do you need, little girl?
So I'm going to repeat this because you can't hear it. So they want to go to IHOP after this, but her car's
messing up. She's asking
up.
me for money.
So they need money from TJ for the girls to go to IHOP.
How much money do you think you need?
How much does it take?
How much does it take to feed 2 teenage girls at IHOP?
Well, they got to do like the Grand Slam.
I can send you $3.
What?
$3.
That's not gonna work. TJ.
What?
We need more money than
You
that.
can do a lot of things with $3.
$3? What am I gonna get?
You go buy something for $3, then you find somebody that needs it, and you trade up for them, and then you trade them. It's called bartering.
Yeah, you need to learn to barter.
You learn it's bartering. By the end of this, you might end up with a car and food.
Okay, I'll send you guys some money. Okay, I'll send it to you. Bye.
Freaking people always want money.
Bye. Teenagers. Anyways.
Well, if you would have hooked your
do.
phone up,
Like,
that would have been better.
I know, but that's the only time I hear from these kids. Like, hey,
yeah, we need
fake
money.
dad, can you
well,
send
she
us some
doesn't
money?
even she doesn't even know when you do a podcast. You know.
Yeah, she's like, where are you at? What do you mean you're not at home?
Where are they at?
They supposedly, I didn't look, there was some sort of powder puff game going on tonight at Goddard. Girls playing football and boys playing volleyball, and they were working the concession stands.
Well, they didn't make no money doing that.
Yeah, you're supposed to go one for you, one for me.
Well, and plus they shouldn't be hungry. If you're working a concession stand, there's nachos and hot dogs, all the free food you can eat.
I think the thing is they're trying to, keep out of the house, which they both need to be working on their homeworks, but I don't know.
Are they in school right now? Is it school? Is it school season?
It's school season.
Okay.
Yeah, generally they have that from late August to late May.
Okay, so this is school season.
Yeah,
I
it
do
is
see
school
buses out now,
Yeah.
so that would make sense.
I did almost get run off the road by a bus the other day.
A school
and,
bus or just a rando bus?
It was a school bus, and I jotted the number down. It was like 2021 was like 20-21.
The bus number?
And I thought about fucking calling in because you know how like I don't know.
But I've seen you drive, so
it
let's.
wasn't my fault. Kellogg, which is our main drag east and west of Wichita, on an exit ramp, and I was on the frontage road, and they were trying to get off to make a right turn at the next one. So
and you always yield to a bus.
and they were coming off the off ramp, and I was on the frontage road, and they were just going ahead and going right across without ever looking, and I was like, "Whoa, shit!" I had to slam on my butt.
Did they have a turn signal on?
They did, but they were coming from the off ramp. They got to yield. You yield from the ramp off, not on the frontage. Anyways,
I know they were wrong, but you always yield for a yellow bus.
Now, also on Craigslist, they have misconnections where you can kind of say like, "Hey, I saw you at Walmart."
Yeah, we used to do a thing on this other podcast. It was called Misconnections.
They used to have that like on something, but to the lady at the self checkout, this is a Walmart in Park City.
Okay.
And if anybody knows, Park City is where Casey used to work.
Yes.
For 10 years, which I saw on LinkedIn the other day. The longer self-check with the conveyor belt. You had two little girls with you.
Nope, this isn't the one I sent in.
That was one of the weirdest questions I've ever got at Walmart, asking to put stuff on the conveyor. Yeah, that's what it is there for, which means you have either dealt with people with little egos, which is sad. I honestly was going to totally ignore you, but that is pretty stupid to ask. I don't understand what this fuckface is asking.
That guy is
for.
just a douchebag. That's
Should we read it again? Because am I missing something?
No, he's mad that she asked to put something on the. Can I put something on the conveyor belt? And I don't even know if he works there. I think he was in line.
Yeah.
And so what it is he had some of his stuff on the conveyor belt.
So if I reply, does it give this guy my email?
Maybe.
How's this work?
I don't know.
Reply. Error loading contact information. He must have already deleted it.
Okay, well, that's not a love misconnection. That's somebody that just wants to tell something. And listen, I actually want to start doing these now because every time I have a run with somebody that I don't, like, it just get on nice and be like, hey, to the lady that ran me off the road and tried to road rage me in the gold sedan, license plate number.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, I just want to say if I was a woman or we truly lived in an equal world, I would fucking punch you.
Yeah. Throw hands. Or that bitch that got at me at.
I'd get in your jaw.
Yeah. This one's kind of sad. Activity partner needed. Looking for friends age 60 plus in age for various activities, dining out, movies, etc.
You think that's like a younger person trying, or you think
No, I
it's
think it's just like maybe an older person that maybe their wife died or something, and they just
that makes me think the guy that just retired at work. I'm gonna text him after this and be like, "You're not already freaking sending out
4 days ago when he retired.
fucking
4
last
days
Tuesday,
ago.
last Tuesday,
Fuck,
bro.
dude, this is over here right where you work at too. Like I'm looking at
he lives up in Park City, so
I know, but he could have been the Walmart guy too.
he could have.
Like, what do you put it on the fucking?
Oh, and he's
conveyor
that
for?
guy, dude. He's like hardcore right wing freaking nut job. Like Trump's fucking like his favorite. Like so he sounds like a guy that would get mad about no reason.
I swear to God, kids will fucking nickel and dime you to death, man.
Well, that's the fun of having stepkids and real ones, man. You chose your situation.
I feel like fake kids are more expensive than regular kids. I don't know.
Update on pick 4. Well, actually, we don't have an update on pick 4. TJ's still winning. Steve's still in second. Skinman and me are probably still tied because I didn't do scores last week. But this week's picks, and we'll get Skinman's before next show. I'll make sure I get his. First game, Panthers at Bears.
Sex Panthers?
Yes.
They both suck, don't they?
Yeah, that's why I try to do
I guess Panthers.
Panthers. Okay. And I'm picking Bears.
Bears.
The Bears. And Steve picks Carolina.
You know they say that people get their accents like however. Why do people from Chicago talk like that? Like what made that a thing? Like they say like coon asses and stuff. They talk like that because like Creole people from Texas. Have you ever heard that people from the South is actually a British accent slowed down? You ever heard that before?
No.
Like if you take a British accent or a Southern accent and you speed it up, it sounds like a British person talking. But you take a British accent and slow it way down and draw it out. It's Southern. Now, how did somebody from Chicago start talking like that?
I don't know. It's like Minnesota.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know.
Or
it's just where you're at.
Canadians, they just
you're around people,
you're just
you
there
know.
and it happens.
Yeah.
I don't know how he talk like this. Just did, So sorry we talk like that and it offends your show. We need to get somebody. We should call Canada tonight.
No, I don't want to.
Like a Canadian strip club. And they'll be like, you going to come down and see a strip for you,
Yay. Sexy ladies, eh?
Some of us got a hairy bush. You like that?
Packers at Steelers.
Packers. You like the Packers? Go Pack, eh? We've been trying to get season tickets for the last 10 years, eh?
It fit perfect what we're doing.
That worked out just right, all right.
Giants at Cowgirls.
We them boys. We already know who Casey's got.
Sorry. He picked Pack on the last one. And
go Pack. Where would you go? Like outside a Cowboys game, anywhere in the NFL, what game would?
And he didn't pick. He picked the Steelers.
And you haven't been there.
What stadium would I want to go to the most? Ooh, shit. Probably Seattle.
That'd be cool.
Because they're like the loudest, and
you'd like to go back when like Marshawn Lynch was there and they were hot.
Yeah, but it's a crazy place. It's crazy stadium. Because I've been to Chiefs. I've been to Cardinals' old one. Never their new one. It'd be cool to go to their new
Cardinals?
one. Yeah, Arizona.
Oh, you've been to Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's in Cowboys, both the Cowboy stadiums. That's my extent.
I don't really have an NFL. I have a college hit list.
Yeah.
My number one in college, Penn State night game. Then LSU night game. Then probably
not even in the top.
Maybe like Michigan after that.
Michigan day or night game, dude. Nothing
Michigan
like
night game would be sick.
Nothing like it.
I don't know. Penn State night game would be fucking wide out. Ugh. Dude,
bunch of dudes.
The table just coming up, man.
Bunch of dudes cheering for a coach to take advantage of boys in the bathroom. Go Penn State!
That's old school.
That's what I remember them for.
And then I'd probably pick Packers NFL, I guess.
That would be a pretty cool one to go to.
As long as it wasn't super cold out.
Yeah, you don't want to go in the frozen tundra. But even like Bears would be cool. Their old one for sure because like the whole stadium shook.
Yeah.
I like to go to like a Cowboys-Philly game at Philly when the Cowboys win. I'd probably get killed.
WrestleMania is at Philadelphia this year. Which seems like in April it could be kind of cold there, you know?
There's going to be so many beatings and murders on that.
Murders.
He picked Cowboys as well last game. I picked the Cowboys as well. I shouldn't. They suck.
I didn't watch the game. What was the big controversy this week? What happened?
Like 5 or 6 bad calls. And one's like pull the touchdown off the board twice. One of them we ended up getting back and shady pass interference and then not call. I mean, even like ESPN and somebody else did like a story on it, and they don't like the Cowboys. I mean, and there was just some blatant missed calls and things that.
It seems to be that every year there's bullshit, but it seems like there's all these protected teams and teams. I think the Chiefs are the most protected.
And right now, like Philly's a big one that they love right now. They're, for whatever reason, they like putting them over and whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter because the Cowboys had plenty of opportunities to win. And so it doesn't matter, but it's 9 weeks in the season, so it really don't matter.
So what is it? Everybody's 7 or 8 games so far, I guess, depending on.
Technically 8. Most of them are 8. 8
so
or
I saw
9.
Some deal with, so it must have been 7. It was Philadelphia 7-1, and it showed 7, and then the one was Dak where he was like on his head straight up and down.
Yeah, he tried diving hardcore from like the 4. I don't get
right
it.
on his head.
Yeah, because he would have made it. He hit the other dude, and then the
Kinda
dude came from sideways and
got
freaking.
got him going the wrong way.
Yeah.
You ever seen that deal with that kid from K-State where he tries to dive and he gets hit in the air and he goes way up? Man.
All right. I think last one. Jets at Raiders. I'm going
Raiders.
Jets. Raiders.
Now I've been to the Jets Giant Stadium before, but I haven't been in it. Been on the outside of it.
Steve picks the Jets.
Okay.
So that's our pick 4. I got a lot of catch up to do, so I just pick opposite of what you're picking.
Okay.
Eventually it won't work, but that's fine.
Eventually it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
Yep.
Bunch of crazy finishes in the NFL this week. Did you don't really watch a lot, but
not the NFL. It's
that Dobbs dude gets traded to the Vikings
I did
this
see
week.
that. Yeah, that's pretty.
Shows
Baker
up on
basically do that last year too.
Yeah, but not. I don't think he had quite
a little bit more time. Yeah,
but I don't think he had quite the game. Also, like a comeback win, big game.
Well, he started too, right? Baker started. That game, right?
Dobbs didn't. He came off the bench in the partway through the first quarter or second quarter, but led him to a win. So that was kind of cool to watch. And then Texans and Bucks had a crazy finish this week, and Stroud threw for like almost 500 yards.
Yeah.
And then with 46 seconds drove down and got a touchdown. That was a good game. Washington USC had a crazy game, overtime. K-State Texas overtime.
Yep. Which we missed. I was kind of doing updates while we were working. So.
And I watched part of the Michigan game while we were
at AEW. Yeah. And KU was playing at the same time, so I was on my phone just checking the scores a lot.
They didn't play that great early and then came back and dominate. I mean,
so you had a big game this week.
Yeah, and with
what
all
time is that game?
It's a night game.
Is it?
I'm pretty
at Penn
sure.
State?
Oh,
I'm looking it up.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It's right here.
They always make it a night game, and it's like the big focus game or whatever of the week.
Let's see here. It's at 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And it is at Penn State.
Okay.
And Michigan is favored by 4.5.
Yeah, and they should, but they're the most hated team right now. All these teams are pushing hardcore for them to be suspended before the fucking season's even over, and they can't punish the team for this, but they can suspend Harbaugh again, and so he may not even. They may go into a bowl or to a championship without it. If they got to beat, they got
to beat Penn State and they got to beat Ohio State, which has been not so great, right?
Who?
Michigan's been beating Ohio State, right?
Last 2 years, yeah. But I mean, Ohio State's the number 1 team in the country right now. So,
yeah. So check this: KU and Michigan are both playing at the same time. November 11th at 11 o'clock. That's crazy. 11, 11, 11.
At 11.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 11, 11, 23.
I know, but
11.
just 11, 11 at 11. That's what ESPN shows it as. 11, 11, 11 o'clock.
Well, who do you guys play this week?
Texas Tech.
So you ought to
7-2 versus 4-5, and you're 9-0 versus 8-1. So number 3 and 10.
Their only losses to Ohio State.
Penn State.
And I think they were up in that game.
And I don't think Ohio State's that great. I think Michigan will stomp the shit out of Ohio State.
It's just hard to say, man. If we can't steal their signs, then we might not be able to.
I don't know about all that.
I just read a story today that a coach that worked for another school last year in the Big Ten currently works for another school, sent that there was 7 or 8 Big Ten schools that had staffers working to get Michigan's signs over the last 4 or 5 years, and he's got emails, evidence, all of this stuff to prove it, and that this Stallions guy.
I don't see what it matters. Fuck it. If you're smart enough to figure it out, good for you.
Well, yeah, and that's why you see a lot of teams. Oregon has 4 dummy signs. They have multiple people calling in.
Switch it up, bro.
But it was funny because TCU said we heard that Michigan was stealing signs, and we used dummy signs the entire game. And look what happened.
Yeah. You ever seen that deal with Sam Hartman, Notre Dame's quarterback? I think I sent it to you, and it shows him doing signs, and he's doing stuff, and he's doing 2 cocks. And he's like that. Have you seen that, all the shit going on around him? All the girls are like, oh, my God, Sam Hartman's the most handsome.
Is he a current player, or is he?
He's Notre Dame's quarterback.
Is he our starting quarterback?
Yeah, he is super handsome. And I pull up a picture of him. I guarantee that dude probably has so many chicks coming after him. He's got a great beard. perfect hair, super handsome dude. He was Wake Forest's quarterback.
He just looks like a younger Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo is a different kind, and he's never had Jimmy Garoppolo just has like the 5 o'clock perfect shadow. This dude has like a perfect beard.
Yeah, but I'm looking at older pictures and stuff when he doesn't have a beard.
But you know what? Did you ever watch?
I don't know. I mean,
What was that show? Was it QB1? Did you ever watch that on
No.
high school? It had like high school quarterbacks going to the NFL or college.
I did not.
He was on a season. It was him, which is this is how crazy it is. He was a senior in high school the same time Justin Fields was a senior in high school, and they show them both getting recruited. He's still at Notre Dame, and Justin Fields is like in his 3rd year in the NFL.
Yeah. So
And they left high school at the same. I mean, they were
so
seniors.
he might have
in high school.
redshirted, injuries,
Just crazy.
and yeah.
And then COVID year, yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it's just when you think about it, it's like that deal what they do with Lamar Jackson and what's his name, Stetson Bennett. Whenever they're like, they're the same age,
Yeah.
you know. And Lamar Jackson won the MVP 4 years ago, whatever it was, and he won it, you know.
Well, I don't remember who
maybe 3 years.
It was
ago.
like back when we were in school, like that Jason White or whatever that played for Oklahoma,
yeah.
and he was like 28 or
'cause he, like,
29.
And the dude from Oklahoma State too, that redhead.
Yeah, but he actually went and played Wheaton.
Pro baseball,
Played for no, he went and played football for a couple of years.
I thought he was a pro baseball player first, and then he went.
I don't know. There was another guy that did that too for the Cowboys, Drew Henson. But yeah, you then like that Jason White. He literally his knees were so bad. He got drafted and retired before the season ever started.
Yeah,
that was how old he was.
Well, what's is it Josh Heupel? You know, you see him and you see him on Tennessee, and he just gained so much weight. It's like, God, that.
Well, and even
didn't he win the Heisman, or he was maybe
I know he
pretty
was
close to winning it? Yeah.
Like Eric Bieniemy. Did you know who? Like you ever follow him when he played for Colorado?
Eric Bieniemy.
He's the offensive,
the coach.
Yeah. Dude, he was like a freak. He was like one of the original like Cordell Stewarts or whatever. Dude, he played like multiple positions.
Slash type guy.
Yeah, and he was a freak, and he was this little tiny skinny guy. And you look at him now, he's a 300. He looks like you would think he was an offensive lineman, not a freaking.
Some of them linemen go the opposite way. They go like.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just seen one of them now, and he's so freaking skinny. You wouldn't even looking like Taylor Lewan.
Mm-hmm.
He got done playing. He was never like a big dude, but now he's freaking skinny. There's no way he's talking about making a comeback, but he's like fucking 250 pounds. Like, who wants a 250 pound?
What's the Jets coach? What's his name?
Sala?
Have you ever seen 300?
Well, yeah, I've seen the movie 300.
He looks like the bad guy from 300.
A little bit, yeah.
A lot like that guy.
I mean, he don't have all the weird like scars and stuff.
If he had all the fucking
makeup
piercings and shit like that, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's the same dude.
I don't think it is, but
I think it might be. I don't know.
Well, we'll have to do some fact checking on that.
We'll get both of them on the show at the same time.
Well, hope you enjoy the new view. Next week we'll have some more to talk about. We'll have Skinman back. He'll be back behind me taking Bucket Skinman's seat.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 10 for 10's wanting to come back on, so we might set up a 20 or 30 minute Zoom with them and figure out how to kind of work this all in. With that, we could probably do a 3-way split with the 10 for 10 guys.
Okay.
It would be a 5-way, but I'd only split it 3 ways because I don't know how to split it more.
Yeah.
So unless they're on dual screens, then we could do a 4-way.
Oh.
And then I could bring in another camera and put that right on Skinman. We could do a 5-way next week. We'll figure it out.
Skinman's not really into 5 ways. 3 or 4 is his max.
The girls he's into, you get 2 of them sometimes. No.
Just never know.
All right. Well, he'll be back next week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for nobody that watched on Facebook.
Yeah, thank you for not watching.
Downloads were down a little bit last week. Our Gus Glasser one got good downloads, so whatever. We're here.
Good.
We'll get better. We got views, camera.
That's where it
audio.
starts.
Then we go. What are we going out on? Let's do this.
You get in my face with that, I'll beat your goddamn ass.
Beat your goddamn ass.
You piece of shit. I'm here to date your 6-year-old. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. What do you think tap water is? It's a gay bomb, baby. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that?